Hello, wonderful people. Hello, and welcome to a brand new week. And this is this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. I am the founder of the Moon Goddess Publishing and the Moon Goddess Circle, and also the host of the Sovereign Divinity podcast. So, make sure you check that out. Let's begin. So this week, we're still in the energy of the full moon in Taurus and the lunar eclipse. So I know many of you have been feeling the intensity of this energetic combination. We have started, I should say, like a new eclipse cycle begun with this one. And this eclipse cycle is going to last a year and a half. And so we are in the midst of transformation. Eclipse energy is all about transformation. What is ready to change? What is ready to be transformed? So I always get the image of the phoenix rising, right? It's like burning off, burning away anything that you're done with, right? Physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, allowing what needs to go. And it might even go to the extent of the old self burning away and the new self rising up. I talked to a couple of my clients last week, and this theme kept coming up where the old self is burning away and this new self that has risen up and they're getting to know at this time. Many of you have done the work to get to this point, which is why you're easily shedding the old and now feels more like the integration of the new. Remember, I'm saying the new because it is like this part of you that has been dormant or hidden within you, or not quite expressed, right? That has been brought to the surface. And now it's like you're getting to know this aspect of you. So this is what I mean by new. It doesn't mean like or it might be something completely different where you're like, I have no idea where it came from, right? It is all about your journey. It's all about where you're at and what is coming to the surface at this time. Speaking of coming to the surface, with the eclipse, with the full moon, the illumination of this full moon, what is the full moon illuminating for you? Whatever the full moon is illuminating, the eclipse energy is coming in with the transformation to transform things and heal things. I also love the fact that Taurus is really coming in to make sure this energy is grounded. And Taurus really helps us to integrate these new changes on a physical level. It's quite beautiful, actually. The combination is quite beautiful. So if you have been going through an intense time, you're not alone. And, so the two questions I asked for this week's Goddess Energy forecast, the first one, let me make sure I wrote it down. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Okay. The first question that I asked is, where is it best to focus my energy? And the second one was, how can I, what word did I use? What is the best way to take care of myself at this time? So the first one was, where do I need to focus my energy? And the second one was, how can I take care of myself best during this time? Because self-care is very important during this time. And with it being Taurus energy, like that is definitely highlighted. Let me put this away real quick. That is definitely highlighted. Taurus really has that Venusian energy. It's about beauty. It's about security. It's about safety, right? So how are all these aspects being shown to you at this time? How are you playing with all of that at this time? So we're just going to go right into the messages, because this week I really want you to slow it down a bit. And I love that this week is Thanksgiving, right? So make sure you continue with your gratitude practices, continue and stepping into your heart and operating from there. And also make sure that you take care of yourself, like really amp up that self-care. Because if you don't, you'll feel it in your body. Like I'm currently feeling it too, right? I haven't been drinking as much water, and my body's like, whoa, we need to drink water, right? And also just giving my body some love, massaging a little. So, what is your body asking for at this time? Self-care is very important in terms of integrating whatever is ready to be integrated, integrating the energies that are coming in to support us at this time, integrating the phoenix energy, the phoenix fires, right? To really take some time, drink plenty of water, take care of you, listen to the wisdom of your body, do more of that gratitude, practices. What are you grateful for? What is working well in your life right now? You can journal it, or you can become aware of it, or you can say it out loud in the mirror to yourself. I am grateful for this. Better yet, if you are in a community that people can witness, you can share it in the community. Today, I am grateful for this. If you're not in a community like that, you can come join mine on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, it's called Moon Goddess Sacred Sanctum. You can just pop in there, request to become a member. It's such a sacred space full of high vibration, high consciousness beings in there. So you can just pop in there and be like, I'm just going to share what I'm grateful for this week. I'm grateful for this, or what I'm grateful for today, right? Continue with that gratitude exercises. Take care of yourself and stay in your heart. Tune into your heart. So with that said, let's go ahead and just dive into it. I don't want to make this long because I want you to receive what needs to come through and allow things to integrate, because you're already receiving so much. You're already alchemizing so much right now. You don't need more information. You just need something to nurture you, clarify you, and support you through this time. So that's the purpose of this week's energy forecast. So let's go ahead and do this. Close your eyes, taking a deep breath in and out. Allow your breath to bring you into your heart, deep into your body. Don't escape your being. Don't escape your body. Just breathe into your body. Breathe into your heart. And immediately, let's go ahead and dive into gratitude. What are you grateful for? We can start out by saying we're grateful for our breath, because we started this practice with our breath. We can move into gratitude for our heart, gratitude for our body, gratitude for our senses, the ability to hear me, to see me. What are you grateful for? As you are within your heart, go ahead and begin to say this. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for. And as you're doing that, I'm going to call in all your guides of the highest light to come in, or your divine team of the highest light to come and surround you with a beautiful golden circles. Also calling in your higher selves to come into your heart now. And at the same time, I'm going to invoke the golden light from the heart of the Divine Father above to come down and anchor into your heart, spreading throughout your entire body so that your cells absorb this high frequency light and love from the Divine Father. And also to go even to your DNA level. I'm going to ask the same thing, the light from the Divine Mother below to come up and anchor within your heart. I'm going to ask your higher self, if your higher self is not already there, to jump into your heart as well. I'm going to ask all three energies to merge into one beautiful starlight. And see, sense, or feel the starlight just like get bigger and expand, creating this beautiful luminescent crystalline bubble of light all around you. That comprises of the light from above, from the Divine Father, the light from below, the Divine Mother, and your own divine essence, which is your higher self. So I want you to breathe into this connectedness, into this centeredness, where you're surrounded by the love of the divine. And within your heart is filled with gratitude. And just like I asked this question for you ahead of time, I want you to ask this question. Where do I need to focus my energy this week? And how can I best take care of myself through these intense times, intense transformational times? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, go ahead and open your eyes, open your heart, and get ready to receive and integrate the messages coming through. So like I said, simplicity is the key, right? This week, I just felt like we need to keep it simple. So how can you apply that into your life at this time? You know, one of the things that came in this morning for me is like, how can I make this simple? You know, when you are feeling overwhelmed, when you are feeling like things are moving too quickly or too much things, I want you to pause and ask, how can this be simple? Return to simplicity. We tend to undervalue simplicity, and it's such a powerful, powerful place to be and operate from. So whatever you are experiencing, how can I bring more ease, grace, and simplicity? So let's go ahead and start with card number 1. If you received 1, where you need to focus your energy at this time. The card is Earth Magic, and I am using my beautiful sister's oracle deck, The Infinite Self, Patricia Wald Hawkins. If you haven't checked it out yet, it is incredible. So make sure you do check it out. So the first card, where you need to place your energy through this time, is Earth Magic, and it says reclamation. So here's the message. Listen, this is the message for you. Listen to the deep whispers of the earth beckoning you to reclaim the magic you have forgotten. Earth magic is your gift. Remember, it is your birthright to be fully connected to the power and the rhythms of the rocks, the crystals, the plants, and the animals. I'm going to read this again. If you chose card number 1, where you need to place your energy, what you need to focus on this week is reclaiming your magic, your forgotten magic from the earth. It says, listen to the deep whispers of the earth beckoning you to reclaim the magic you have forgotten. Earth magic is your gift. Remember, it is your birthright to be fully connected to the power and the rhythms of the rocks, the crystals, plants, and animals. And then in terms of what is the best way for me to take care of myself through these intense times? Here's your card, silence. Through silence. It goes perfectly with the card too, the earth card, right? Because look at that. She's laying on the earth, and the earth, like she has leaves on her, and looks like she's laying in between trees, like she's allowing. I mean, it literally explains the first card. She has surrendered onto the earth with her ear on the earth. She's resting and she's listening and she's receiving. Right? So let's see what this card says. Rest your mind. Silence is good self-care. Rest your mind. Silence is good self-care. So the first card is asking you to reconnect to nature, to reclaim your lost magic, or the magic that you asked the earth to store, which is also asking you to listen, right? To really connect to the earth, to the crystals, to the plants, to the rocks, to the animals, right? It's really inviting you to connect to the earth. But in order for you to hear the earth, you have to quiet the mind, drop into the heart, and go into the silence and see what you receive from there. So I'm going to show you the image again. Your self-care practice this week is to quiet your mind, to rest, not even quiet your mind. It says rest your mind. Silence is a good self-practice, self-care. Here are the 2 cards. It's beautiful, right? If you received 2 as your card, where you need to focus your energy during this time, is throat chakra healing, your voice. You need to focus on your voice. I love how straightforward this is. That's why, I chose these card decks. Focus on your voice. Let me show you the card. It's beautiful. And the message, I love the white cat in there with the women, like it's beautiful. So the message is this: awaken your sovereign self. Draw on the confidence and mastery of the liberated queen seated in your throat. Speak the truth that needs to be spoken with clarity and compassion. Your message is important. Stand tall with feet hip width apart and roar. Right? Remember I told you see the cat in there and the woman? You have feathers, we have the elephant. It's quite a beautiful card. So where you need to focus your energy if you received card number 2 is your voice, connecting to that sovereign self, to the liberated queen, is said, right? And speak from that place. It was activating that aspect, which at the same time, it's letting me know that if you receive this card, part of that alchemical cleansing that we're going through, the transformation we're going through, is removing the voice that is not yours, removing the debris so that you can tap into the core of your voice, right? The soul of your voice. I'm going to read the message again. Where you need to focus your energy is the throat chakra healing. Is about the voice. It says, awaken your sovereign self. Draw on the confidence and mastery of the liberated queen seated in your throat. Speak the truth that needs to be spoken with clarity and compassion. Your message is important. Stand tall with feet hip width apart and roar. The last part, it's about grounding, finding your ground and speaking from that grounded, centered place, right? Beautiful. And then your self-care. What is the best way to take care of yourself through this time? Creativity. I think this is a fun card for you, right? And it makes a lot of sense. Again, it matches that main card, the throat chakra. So where your self-care card, what is the best way you can take care of yourself through these intense times, is through creativity. And here's the message: express your creativity. Delight in the mystery of your inner muse. Express your creativity. Delight in the mystery of your inner muse. So the other thing I want to add on to here, when you hear creativity, most people jump into, art, doing art, or usually art is like the main thing, but find your own way that your soul wants to be creative. Is that through cooking? Is that through sewing? Is that through crocheting? Is that through coloring? Is that through journaling? We all have our own unique creative signatures, and it's time for you to find yours. How do you know if you found yours? So when you do it, you feel free, you feel lighter, you feel good. There's no right way to do this, right? There's only your way to do this. Tap into your creative juices and do like color. Grab one of those coloring books then and grab some crayons or pencil. It doesn't have to be serious, and just start coloring. Play with colors. That will always spark your creative self, and see where else you're being asked to go. So your best way of self-care is being creative this week or through this time. It's incredible. So again, where do you need to focus your energy? Is your voice, right? Activating that sovereign queen, right, within your voice, and speaking from that place while you find your, you find your ground as well, right? And then also to take care of yourself, be creative. You can be creative with your voice by singing, by speaking, right? By toning. Be creative. Find your creative juices and do it. That's going to nourish you. That's going to nourish your soul. That's going to nourish your mind, your heart, and your body. Beautiful. If you received card number 3, where do you need to focus your energy? It says, Divine Mother, Goddess of Love, So your focus is on unconditional love and peace. Here's the card. Unconditional love and peace. And the message is this: take solace in the lap of the Divine Mother. It takes me right to that first card with a woman laying on the earth with the leaves around her, and she's like sleeping, completely in surrender to the Divine Mother, allowing the Divine Mother to hold her, right? Takes me right to that image. So take solace in the lap of the Divine Mother. Let her embrace you with the warmth of the sun and the steadiness of the oak tree. This is my card. It feels really good as I'm reading this. She radiates the essences of turmeric, rose, frankincense, myrrh, neroli, and jasmine. So this card comes with some physical ways that you can really tap into the Divine Mother's energy and work with it. You know, you can wear frankincense. You can do like a oil mixture that you can wear with frankincense, jasmine, neroli, myrrh, rose, right? And put a little coconut oil in there, mix it all up and start wearing it. Massage your chest, your heart area with it, your throat with it, the back of your neck with it, your shoulder with it, right? You have some tangible things that you can actually use. If you were called to card number 3, you probably love doing perfume, so making perfume. So this will be right in your alley. But wear these essences, if you don't have all of them, start with rose. We know rose is very powerful. Frankincense is also very powerful. Whichever you have, start there. It will connect you to the Divine Mother love, okay? And then your self-care, which is beautiful. Look at this image. The best way to take care of yourself, it says magnificence. Here's the message. I'm going to leave this here because, again, you see how all these self-care cards matches perfectly with where you need to place your energy, the focus cards, right? So the message is this: own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. Own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. Who knew that was self-care, right? If you chose 3, or if 3 came to you, you're being asked to own your brilliance, own your uniqueness, own who you really are, and share that with the world, because that's what the world wants. That's what the world needs. That's the medicine that the world needs at this time. Your self-care, and just the image itself. Like, I love this image. Magnificence. And then the orbs, like the purple orbs. Yeah, this is totally my card. I love it. Right. So where you need to focus your energy again is with the Divine Mother, who's the goddess of love, as she brings in unconditional love and peace. And it says, take solace in the lap of the Divine Mother. Let her embrace you with the warmth of the sun and the steadiness of the oak tree. She radiates the essences of turmeric, rose, frankincense, myrrh, neroli, and jasmine. And what is the best way to take care of yourself? Own your magnificence. Own your light. Own your uniqueness. The world needs your brilliance and grace. Beautiful. So taking a deep breath in here and out. Allow your message or messages to integrate within your being. Let it just flow around you and into you. And let's tap into gratitude again. Gratitude for these guidance, gratitude for these messages, gratitude for the Divine Mother stepping up to take care of us through these intense times. Gratitude for clarity on what is the best ways we can take care of ourselves, so we can truly show up in the world, so that we can truly show up in our world first, in our lives first. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're blessed abundantly and exceedingly. We're blessing your third eye, your throat, your heart, your womb, your solar plexus. We're blessing your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body. I'm going to ask the angels to just kind of come in the angels and the archangels of the highest like to come in and just brush your energy field with your beautiful luminescent wings. So you might see a couple of angels or feel a couple of angels emerge into your energy field. There we go. And they're just going to balance, remove any debris, clear, and also activate. I'm getting activate. But it feels very nurturing. As they support you at this time, bringing gratitude. Gratitude for their work with you. Gratitude for them showing up. Beautiful. Thank you, Divine Mother, Divine Father. Thank you, beautiful guides, higher selves, and our beautiful angelic tribe for showing up and guiding us through these intense times and this week. May we find the courage, may we find the fire to take the steps that we know we need to take. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. It is done. Thank you all so much for receiving this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I post something, you'll be one of the first ones to be notified and watch my videos. Also, my two books, Oracle and the Book of Activations, applications are open at this time. So, if you watched Miraculous get created and launched on Amazon, which the physical book is going to be available soon, so stay tuned. And you want to be part of the multi-author book collaboration projects, you want to become a best-selling author, next year, come join one of these books or both. If both are calling you, come join it and share your wisdom, share your medicine with the world, and expand your energy, all while feeling supported and loved and nurtured and seen and celebrated through it. Part of this project is that you also join a community. You're doing this with your community. It's not something that you're doing by yourself. You're alone through it. Like, it's very community oriented and supportive and nurturing and uplifting. And so such a powerful container, right? So if you feel called and you would like to share your story, share your activations, share your channeling messages in any of these books, find the application below and sign up to apply to become a contributor. Now I'm looking forward to receiving the application. All right, my love, have a fabulous week. You got this, you got this, you got this. And yes, I will talk to you soon. I'm just sitting here. I got time.